All right. Greetings. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. I am Miss Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and just want to welcome you all in. We're going to get ready to go live here in just a short moment. Welcome in, ja- Javetta. Javetta, did I say that right? Cosmic Energy. Welcome in, Corey. Welcome in, King. Welcome on in, everyone. Can you all hear me okay? Can you see me okay? How are you feeling? How are you doing? And one of the things I also want to remind you as we're all coming in, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe because some of you may have been unsubscribed. If you haven't been here, welcome on in. Priestess Keisha, good to see you. Crystal in the building. Maria is here. Isabella. I just saw the tanks and the man wearing the crown. Oh my goodness. So you've been seeing the signs and symbols. Wow. Welcome on in, King Driver 504. Good to see you, Glennis, in the house. Hi, how's everybody doing? Isabella, let's get on in here. Tasha, I'm feeling over exhausted. Yeah, that can be the energy. Angela, welcome on in. Welcome on in, Lick XYR. Welcome in. That can be that could be the energy that is here. Yeah, but let me know where you all are tuning in from. I decided to go live again, and I said, listen, whenever I have the time, if I can come on and go live, I'm definitely going to do it. I am True Spirit 99. Hi, greetings to you as well. Hello, my fifth ride on your channel from Black Magic. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. Miss Rich is in the building. Good to see you. ATL is in the building. Brittany S is in the building. Welcome on in. Cedric, is it Cedric or Cedric from Norfolk, Virginia? Virgo, please talk about it. Please talk about Virgo. What do we need to talk about? We're going to have a community chat and we can definitely talk about it. Inner Alchemy 369, welcome on in. Welcome in. The ATL is checking in. Good to see everyone from the ATL. Let me know where you're tuning in from and let's get those likes up so the Soul family can find us. Tangi checking in from South Carolina. How is the weather down there? Davina, good to see you. How is the weather? Yeah. All right. Coach Alicia checking in from Houston, Texas by way of Alabama. Okay. H Town in the house. Greeny, Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina in the house. 305 is in the house. Prosperity. It's wet. Yeah, you guys are getting some of that rainy weather out there. I was just talking to some of my family members and my mom and everybody. Lots of rain down there. Renika, welcome on in from Miami. Welcome on in, Brittany Vibes. Good to see you. Maria checking in from London. And it is 2:40 a.m. Boy, you a real one. You a real one, Maria. And I read your comment too. I got your comment, Maria. You said, oh boy, it's like Christmas. Miss Blue's coming on. Erica, representing Gulfport, Mississippi. Welcome on in. Gotti. Welcome on in. Gotti said, what what it do, Miss Blue? Much love and gratitude. You just finished your Sky Quest. Ooh, yeah, I did Sky Quest this morning as well. And yeah, just so good, just so good. JB Anderson, representing, is that Jennifer? BK representing Brooklyn, New York, my birth city. Welcome on in. Gotti 777 representing Inglewood, California. Well, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome in, Holy Himit. So good to see you. Peace and grace. I love that. Hi, how are you? Ah, Crystal representing Roslyn Park. Hidden Treasures. Welcome in. Madame Mojo representing Cleveland, Ohio. Ms.Blue, my son told me to ask you if you understood animal language. I absolutely do. I do. I talk to the animals all the time. Carbonated, am I saying it right? Tarzan, welcome on in. Detroit in the building. Tasha, oh, thank you, Tasha, for the super chat donation. You are amazing. Let's do this as we get in. I have a couple of things that we're going to talk about. We know the future is frequency. Can we talk about that? That the future is frequency. The future is frequency. Free Society Beats. Welcome on in. And good to have you. D-Town in the house. I guess that's Detroit. I purchased the Oracle files earlier. Well, congratulations on the Oracle file. Yes, I got to get at them Oracle files. I'll be doing them tonight as well. So I'll be getting into that. But I wanted to talk about the future is frequency. And I think we all know that tonight or this morning or this afternoon, depending on when you're tuning in. All community vibes. And of course, it is activations when we're here. And so I just want to welcome all of our collective in the building, all of our superstars in the building. Good to see you all. Welcome in, Sherilyn, representing New Brunswick, Canada, in the house. Yeah. Wow. So, we know. We're going to listen to some high frequency vibes as we get ready to get started. We're going to do that. Let's hit those like buttons so everyone can know that we're live. I just really felt this intuitive calling. I kind of finished up a little earlier tonight with some of the things I had to do. And I said, you know what? If I finish early, I'm going to come on just whenever. And this is a new way for me showing up on YouTube. So I am loving that. And you all seem to be loving it too. By the way, how many of you, welcome on in, Priestess Nadra. How many of you went to answer the question on the community post? I feel like I want to give away a prize for that. I want to know if you all seen the community post. If you've seen the community post, go look at the community post and answer it because I'm actually going to give the answer out. I don't know if I'll do it today. I may do it tomorrow or sometime this weekend. And I'm going to give out some prizes. This was a good one. Y'all are hitting it. Y'all are hitting it. Some of you didn't understand the assignment, but I love it. Oh, wait, that's for another post. Never mind. You do understand the assignment. I was like, what is this? No, that's another post. You guys understood the assignment. And I am loving the answers there. And I'm going to tell the answer. Let's get those likes up. Divine Diva in the building. Life Unfiltered. I love that name. This Hair by Danita. Is it Danita? Danita Cole. I think I'm saying that right. I'm catching the glare in my glasses. Yeah, if you go to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Ooh, I am loving the answers, and quite a few of you have the answer. I'm not gonna you have the correct one. So Dana Nicole. Okay, Dana, I got you, Dana. Yes, Kinetic Killer in the building. Welcome on in. But let's get those likes up. So we're going to listen to some vibes and then we're going to come back. We're going to dive into the share. We're going to talk about some community things. I'm going to take your question. I really just wanted to tell you all how thankful, how grateful. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you and all of us coming together. Everyone, whether you've been listening to me for a long time or just for a short time. And that kind of was on my heart today. I sent out a message. Did you guys get it? I know quite a few responded. And so I thank you for that. But really, just to let you all know, I love the work that I do. And I love it when we all come together because, we're definitely a very powerful force when we all get together and we are all doing this work. Ms. Blue, how are you? Can I talk to you through email, please? Joyride, you can send me an email. You certainly can. You can. You can send me an email. Now, I will tell you, I don't want to show y'all my email again because when I show that, y'all get a little shook. Heck, I get a little shook. When I show y'all how many emails I got, it it might be a minute. I don't know if you could see it. It might be it might be a minute. It might be a minute, but you can always connect with me via email. If you want to book the Oracle session, you have a question you want to answer. Tonight, I will be taking some questions from you all. I love when we get together because we can check in with the community, we can check in with the collective, we can see what's going on, what's happening for all of us. So let's get ready. We're going to listen to some music. I really think we all will love this vibe here as we get ready to dive deeper um, into our talk tonight. So let me know, how are you feeling? And if you've checked in with your feelings today, how are you feeling? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was You. That song was called You by Sarah Angel. But I thought it was perfect just with this energy that's going on. Many of you are talking about how you're feeling right now. Well, the moon currently is in Cancer. And this is sort of that very internal energy. It's great for doing a lot of spiritual work. It's great for going within. It's great for connecting with ourselves. You may even find yourself wanting to take a nap or go to sleep or just feeling a little tired, and just at this time, you may be feeling that energy and it may be kind of heavy on you. I just pulled a card. I pulled some oracle cards for us, especially for tonight. And these oracle cards that I'm pulling, I want you to look at this one. Look at that. Can you see that? See that? Yeah, just take a look at that. Yeah, just take a look at that. Take a look at that. And so you notice you see three beings, you see three lovely goddesses there, and how they're just sort of kind of floating in the atmosphere, just floating kind of in the ethers. And this card is called Unbound. And I want you to think about the time that we're in right now where you're feeling unbound. You understand, like you are unbound. This is about releasing soul patterns, releasing what you may be calling contracts, right? And even things of past life coming up. This could be the theme for you right now, what you're feeling. If you guys are kind of tapped into this energy right here, are you feeling this? Are you feeling this energy? Like this is so spot on with the energy that are here. That's here right now. And even as we go further into this week, today, tomorrow, this is some real, real powerful energy, but it has a lot to do with that Cancer energy, right? And we know Cancer is the divine mother, the galactic mother energy, that goddess mother energy, that nurturing energy, like feeling like you need to nurture yourself and you want to nurture yourself and really, really, really just connecting with that energy. Yeah. And so here is a request. Can you please send healing energy to my mom, dad, and aunt? Also, regarding this important move, will everything go well? What does spirit need me to know about it and the circumstances around this? I will definitely get to your question. Definitely. But I want you to also enter Alchemy 369. I want you to stay open and see what you are receiving. Okay. And just kind of anchor yourself a little bit down. And I will share what I'm picking up from this, but I also want you to set your intention because we cannot be afraid. But look at this. This is the next card coming up, and this is why I tell you this. Look at this. That says warrior woman. Do you see that? Look at her. Warrior woman right there. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And I want you to think about that. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling yet? Because this is what we're all being called to do at this time. Answer that deeper calling. And I want you to think about it moment by moment, minute by minute, right? of what's happening in your life. And I want to say welcome on in Pop Populon Blue. This is your first live. Well, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Let me send out some sparkle, as well as everyone else who's joining us in the live. Margie, Lady Grace, and the whole family, sending so much love. But yes, so this warrior woman energy is coming up. And think of this more like the divine feminine energy. Let's look at it in that constraint. And here's the third card. Look at this. Because many of you are asking that question. This is trust your path. Trust your path. And you can see the path there. Trust your path. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do right now? And I want us to hold these three throughout tonight's show so we can answer these questions. Okay? So the very first one was unbound. You are unbound, not bound by contracts. You are a sovereign being. You are unbound, right? You are unbound from any kind of soul contracts, patterns, and even past life. Even past life, you are unbound. You are free. If you look at the beings here, you can see that they are levioso. They are free. They are floating. They are elevating. They are floating. You understand? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then next, the next card is the warrior woman. Look at that. The warrior woman. And this is about, have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? And then trust your path. Can you trust your path? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew you were being supported, what would you do? 100% Earth said, in a dream last year, a voice told me the young ones communicate through the elders. I love that. And so profound. Oh, I want to hear some of these. Tina said, would quit my job. Okay, I love it. Let go of the hesitation of thoughts and wondering how I'm being perceived on the surface. And just like Nike, you would do it. Powerful. These are some powerful realizations. What would you do right now if you knew you were being supported? So let's fast forward. Let's fast forward. If you knew you were being supported, what would you do? And where do you think that support is going to come from? Start my own sports agency, Nakiba. I don't understand. Let's see. What would it be? Will be a stay-at-home mom. I love that. Let's see. Brenda said, move out of state. Okay. Trust yourself. Absolutely. You would cry? Well, listen, you can cry if you want to. We won't tell nobody. If you cry, we won't tell nobody. We won't tell a soul. We won't tell a soul. So, here's what I want you all to know. There are things that are written within our Cossack file, within our Cossack records. And I want you to understand that these things that maybe are coming up, if you said it or you didn't, if you knew you were supported, what would you do? What would you do? I want you to understand that you are being supported. You are already being supported. And what you're being asked is to take a chance on you and to understand your greatest support comes from your intention, from your intention. You know, there's a saying, I grew up with this, and many of you might have heard this saying too, where it talks about in the Bible, if you take so many steps, then God would take so many steps with you. So think of this as the divine, the most high. If you take the first couple of steps, you will be carried. The rest will be there. The rest will be there for you. But you have to take that step. You have to take that step. Here it is. The last card is trust your path. Okay. Kiara wanted to know is trust your path. You have to do it. But let me tell you where those steps started. For me, doing this work and also growing up on planet Earth myself, I had to learn how to take those steps for myself. Take those small steps in your day to day life. So when you think about things just as simple as me coming here and going live, like this is a big step for me. Many of you may not know this. Some of you may know if you've been following me a while, but I was online for 12, 13 years and I never showed my face ever. Never showed pictures, never showed my face, was teaching classes, hosting workshops, doing all kinds of things. This is a big step. These last couple of years, this is a big step. Matter of fact, coming on YouTube was a big step. What I'm telling you is that you have to start taking these small steps in your life on a day to day basis. Some of you are saying things like, dang, I want to move to a whole nother country and you want to do these other things. And what I'm telling you is to take steps, take steps, take steps, take small steps. And as you take small steps in your life, you will see that the pathway begins to open for you because one thing about it, and two thing is for sure, Skylar, one thing about it and two things is for sure. Nothing moves, nothing works unless you do. Unless you do. That is one of my biggest takeaways. This is why I'm so big on magic. And I'm not talking about the magic that Hollywood shows you. I'm not talking about that kind of magic or the circus magic. I'm talking about real life magic, which is about making a greater individual commitment first to yourself and then to whatever you feel your divine purpose is. And the moment I stepped out and started to take those steps in my own life, things started to change. And I'm going to tell you something else. It broke all the rules. It went against what everyone would tell you about manifestation, what they would tell you about creation, what they would tell you about connection, what I've learned going to school, studying business, studying psychology, studying all of these sciences and everything. It went against all of those rules. Every single one of them, it went against completely in an opposite direction. It was everything that everyone said. If you do this, this will not work. And it worked. It did more than work. It did more than work. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't let anyone or anything tell you how it has to be done. No one. No one. No one can tell you how it has to be done. You just got to do it. And know that you will be given the steps along the way. Your higher self, God, the universe, the most high, your ancestors, whatever you want to call it, spirit guides, they will assist you along the way. But you have to have the courage to make a move. And a lot of times, what happens, we want to do something, but we're so locked into fear, locked into old patterns, locked into so much that it's difficult for us to raise our frequency. It's difficult for us. And so we can't see. And when we cannot see what is ahead of us, it's kind of like walking in the dark. You don't want to move. You don't want to go forward. You want to stay where you are because it's safe. Well, you're being asked to move without beyond your comfort zone. I'm not telling you to take a leap, to jump. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you have to move, though. You have to take some steps and start looking in your day to day life. Where can you begin to start taking small steps? Because this is going to open up your pathway. The more that you start to trust your intuition, your higher mind, not the false matrix, not the one that's drenched in fear, not the one that is telling you it's not going to work, not the one that is telling you that you don't know enough, you are not enough, you can't do it. It's not going to work. It didn't work last time. It's not going to work this time. Not that one. Not that one, but the other one. So, a lot of you have these beautiful, big dreams. And I want you to take them from a dream to a desire. And then from a desire, you start taking action steps and you will move. And then you can bear witness. You can become your own witness because you can understand where you were and where you've come, how far you've come. Right now, just sit back and think about where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Think about it. Look how far you've come. Look how much you've overcome. Look at all of the challenges and obstacles that's been in your way that you said to yourself, there ain't no way that I'm going to make it through this. But you did. You made it. You made it through that. You understand? You made it through that. Mhm. You made it. And just like you made it through all of those obstacles and things that have come before you, then you're going to make it through now. Why wouldn't you? What would stop you? But sometimes we think a dream is just a dream. What is the saying by Langston Hughes? What happens to a dream defer? Does it wither up like a raisin in the sun? What happens? Well, it will wither up. Ooh, ain't that something? P. Diddy played that role. He actually played in a raisin in the sun. Did he play Langston Hughes? Somebody fact check me on that because that just dropped into my consciousness. That's a real life download. Real life download right there. Real life download that just came in. I'm trying to think of what role he played in that movie. Yeah. Do y'all remember that? But what I'm telling you is that you have to start making some moves. Right now, where you are, there are people making moves in their lives. They're making moves in their lives. And it's time for you to make some moves. I'm not telling you to get out there and run down the street butt naked. We're not doing the Erica Badu, at least not right now. But take some small steps. Take some small steps. Mm-hmm. Take some small steps and start moving forward towards your dreams. You can do something. What can you do? How much time, how much energy, how much attention are you giving to these dreams? How much? Are they just living in your mind? Where are they at? How are you fulfilling them? How are you moving towards that? Are you doing research? Are you doing, what are you doing? What are you doing to bring these dreams to life? How are you investing in yourself? How are you investing in yourself? And thank you for the fact check there, Roshi. Puffy played Walter Lee, the son who wanted to use the money for his own desires. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with desires. But one thing I do understand about desires cannot come from the mind. The mind doesn't understand desires. That's why a lot of sacred texts will tell you to stay out of your desires. No, no, no. You stay in your desires, but desires come from the heart. The heart is the only thing that can understand wishes and desires. A pure heart, a pure heart is the only thing that can understand it. So I want us to make sure, Priestess Nadra, I would create my unicorn worldwide network business portal. I would design for more entertainers and films and movies and more. Listen, you doing that now. Claim it now. The future is not coming. The future is not coming. Nobody's coming to save you. The future is not coming to save you. What you do now, what you don't do now, the actions you take now, the investment you make in yourself now is what is creating your future. But the future is now, the past, the present, and the future. It's all happening at the same time. But there is levels and there is frequencies. And the future is your frequency now. Your future is your frequency now. If you get that, that changes everything. That changes everything. You understand? That changes everything. Or at least it should. It should. Let me know. Let me know if that changes things for you. Your future is your frequency, and that is now. Somebody say, I can tap into my future and activate it now through my frequency. The frequency that you hold right now, that's why frequency is the flex. You want to flex on planet Earth? You got to do it through your frequency. It's one of the easiest ways to do it. There's so many different ways. So I ain't going to tell you it's the only way. That's not true. But one of the easiest ways, and easy, I mean, it's not dependent on anything outside of you. This is dependent on you. So when I'm talking easy, I don't mean you ain't got to do no work. Oh, you got to work, baby. You got to work. But what I'm telling you is that it's the only thing that is self-generated. You understand? It's self-activated. This is something that you don't need no equipment. You don't need nothing outside of you. You could do this all from within. So frequency is easy because once you understand about raising your frequency and vibration, you can heal yourself. You can create wealth. You can get you a new job. You can start a new relationship. You know, you can change where you live. You can change how you look. You can change how you feel. You can change the whole world when you understand that. And I promise you, I have changed my world that way and helped thousands and thousands from across the globe change their world that way by understanding and being able to connect with their frequency. Yeah. So I want to give you all that. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. So I got some questions for you tonight. We're not going to play the game, but did you guys love the game? Wasn't the game? Someone said call it hot, call it vibes. What was the name y'all had for the game? I love that show. If you didn't get hear the last show and you didn't get a chance to play the game, you definitely need to go back and listen because it was so much fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I have some new questions I've been working on, so maybe we'll do that once a week or every couple of weeks or something. You all let me know. But here are some questions. I want you to think about frequency in your everyday life. Frequency in your everyday life. Got that vibe. I got that vibe. Yes. Is that the name y'all wanted? It was a whole vibe. I keep hearing the name vibe. We may have to change the name to that, but I want you to think about this. I want you to think about frequency in your everyday life. And so I am going to give you a question tonight. It won't be the game question, but I want you to think about this. Frequency is how you show up before you even speak. Before you show up, and it's how you're showing up before you speak, before anyone sees you, before you speak, before your presence is there. We talked about our auric field. I told you about your third eye. Healthy third eye is going to be somewhere around 5 to 6 city blocks. And I'll give you an exercise here so you can start working on expanding your auric field. All right. Your energy is your biggest flex. Not what you wear, not what you drive, not what you post. The future will belong to those who can master their frequency. Say it with me, not manipulate their frequency, master their frequency, right? So we are going to play a game. Maybe we can get a little kiki in here because I just love when you guys answer the questions. I just love it. What's one word that describes how y'all want some music? We got to get a little music in here. Let me see. What's one word that describes how what is one word that describes how I'm going to give you the question, how your energy feels right now. So let's go. What is one word that describes how your energy feels right now? Just one word. All right. Okay. Okay. Balance. Okay. Really, really interesting answers. So let me ask you this next question. Who is in charge of your energy? Whose responsibility? Who's in charge of it right now? And I'm not being facetious. I want us to really get into some um really kind of doing some inner work here. Who's in charge of your energy right now? Like before you answer the obvious of your mind, I want you to really think about it. Who's in charge of your energy right now? Okay. And I want you to think about your answer because if you're in charge of your energy, meaning you are responsible for your energy, just think about it because I want us to come full circle about your energy. Because I'm hearing some interesting answers. Someone said, me and God. Tell me what that means. I don't want to challenge you on that. Someone said, my subconscious. Do y'all hear what y'all are saying? Who is responsible for your energy? Who? Who have you given this responsibility to? Is it you? If you answered me, if you said all me, you get an extra star. So, guess what that means? If you are feeling a type of way you don't want to feel, that means that you can change it. You can change it. I want you to understand that you are not only responsible for how you feel, but you are the one who is authorizing, allowing you to feel what you're feeling. But sometimes we think, I know y'all won't probably, nobody here thinks this. We think other people in our lives and other circumstances and things that we encounter is responsible for our energy of how we're feeling, how we're processing that energy. Don't mix the two. How you're processing your energy of what's going on. What would you feel if that responsibility was given to you? What would you honestly feel? You think some universal creator is the one saying, today you will feel sad. Today you will be happy. Tomorrow you will be angry. Next week you will feel this. Do you really think that you're being puppeteered? I want to know. No judgment here. Do you really feel you're being puppeteered? And someone somewhere is pushing buttons, determining how you feel. Like I'm really asking this because I really want us to really think about this question. These are some things I've often pondered in the past for myself. The understanding I have now wasn't the understanding I always came to have, nor was it the understanding that I even agreed was authentic to me. Wasn't. So I'm really asking this. What about stored emotions in your body? That's a great one because we do have stored emotions in our body. But the question was, who is responsible for your energy? That's the question. Not about stored emotions, because then it would go into who's responsible for your body. Who is responsible for you, for your energetic health? How healthy you are energetically. Who's responsible for that? Whose sole responsibility is it for your energetic health? Welcome on in, Brother Lance. Okay, definitely you, April. Okay, definitely you create a solution. So that's all what I want you all. Your chamomile tea. I know that's right, Tina. Tina said the tea is responsible for it. And this is what I want you all to know. This is what I want you all to know. Not only are you responsible for it, and that's a good thing because it's your birthright for you to be able to manage your energy. It's your birthright. Like no one is taking that away from you. Is there a way to shield from negativity? Because my energy changes easily when I have interacted with certain people and certain situations. Yes, yes, there is a way. Not to shield your energy. You don't need to, what you need to shield your energy for. So are they the ones with the negative energy or you? You don't need to shield your energy. You need to be more responsible with your energy. And then really ask yourself before you respond to how someone else is making you feel or triggering you or doing, make sure that you come back to you and you nurture and take care of yourself first. That's the issue. That's the issue. You attach yourself to the other person's frequency. That's not what you're supposed to do. Come back. Come back. You know that old commercial that used to say, come back to Jamaica, come back to what old is, what's new, come back home. You got to come back home to you. First, take care of you. And then ask yourself, why are you subjecting yourself to be around someone whose energy is not compatible with yours? Why? And then what is the issue? See, let's not just call negative energy negative. What is making it negative is you. You get to make it negative and you get to make it positive. You get to make it what it is. I promise you. People have said a lot of negative shit to me and done a lot of negative shit to me. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of making that my reality, because I'm responsible for my energy. It's not avoidance, it's not escapism, it's really addressing things head on. Because there are certain connections and relationships, I'm friendships, certain kinds of so-called friendships, so-called relationships, I am no longer interested in having. I'm no longer interested in having people like that in my life. I am no longer interested in having them close to me. I am no longer interested in those type of relationships or connections. It's just not worth it to me. So when people say, "Do you have loving, kind, everybody in your life is loving and kind?" Yeah, they are. That's the only people I choose to connect myself with. They give you that side eye. So you ain't got nobody. No, no, no. I choose not deal with that. I choose not deal with that. You don't have to deal with that. So this is why I want you all to really, while we're in this beautiful energy of this moon, of this Cancer moon, which is so feeling, right? Because Cancer is going to take you into the deeps and the depths of things, that we can really step into our sovereignty in a very powerful way. So I don't feel like you got to shield yourself. You ain't got to hide. You don't need to shield yourself. But you do need to be able to understand that you need to respond to yourself first. And then you need to think about, if these situations and things keep happening with these people, why are they in your life? Why are you allowing that to be? What is the reason that you are subjecting yourself to these types of circumstances? What is the reason? And then that's going to allow you to be able to navigate and see your way through. Yeah. Some people ain't negative, they just straight up fraud with their own energy. Absolutely. Still, however you mince the energy, it's still the same. Mhm. Yes, everyone in my corner is intentionally hand selected. They should be. Everyone shouldn't have access to you. Why should everyone have access to your gorgeous goodness? And I'm talking about your energy. Why? Why would you want everyone to have access to you? No. You don't get that. No, no. You don't get to use and abuse me and no, you no, 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 no. No, no, no. It's 8 billion people on the planet and counting and counting. You can choose who you want to be a part of your life and who you want to be a part of their life. That's your right to do that. Make sure you're showing up with the same energy that you want them to show up for you. You understand? Make sure. Sometimes I see people wanting something they ain't willing to give. You understand? And I'm not speaking specifically to you, but I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it 100. You want to have good people in your life, you want to have people who care, want to have people who nurture, then that's what you have to be about. You have to be the type of person that cares, that's interested in what other people have going on and care about other people that is in your life. You have to be able to give that out. I'm not saying that it's always a reflection because that's not always the case. Sometimes people come in your life so you can know what not to have in your life. Sometimes people are showing up as a reflection to you so you can understand what you don't want, as opposed to saying that you attracted them and you may have attracted them. Maybe there is an understanding. Maybe there's clarity you're seeking. Maybe there's some sort of lessons you need to learn. Maybe there's some things you need to really connect yourself with to understand that there is opposites out here in these cosmic streets and physical streets. Don't think listen, you think the physical streets are wild. These cosmic streets are even wilder. And that's just real. So you have to make sure that you are responding to yourself first. Before you respond to someone else's emotional trigger, emotional whatever, nurture yourself first. Because, see, that's going to keep you out of a couple of those pockets. You're going to know when you are responding, oh, it's real, baby. It's real. I didn't took care of me. It's real. You getting ready to get the real, raw, loving response. And how you take that response, I'm not fully responsible. I'm partially because I'm delivering it, but I'm not fully responsible for the rest of it because I've taken care of me. But when you don't take care of you, then what happens is if this is something that maybe you grew up with and this has been a trigger or something happened in a past relationship and it hurt you so deeply and here you have someone innocent say something to you, yeah, they might have been a little slick with the tongue, but they really wasn't attempting to do what you think they are attempting. And so now they get the backlash of all this extra drama from your whole life and you done dumped it. And so then you trauma dump not only on them, but your friends and the people you love because you haven't worked it through. So the best thing is to always take time and respond to yourself first. Take care of you first. Give that love to yourself first so you can make sure that when you are responding, it's an Anita Baker moment. You are giving the best that you got because that's what you want to represent who you are. The best, not what they think the best is, the best you know from yourself. And that's how you can balance things out. You don't have to worry about running, hiding, escaping, avoiding. You ain't got to do all of that, you know? So hopefully that helps. So here's another question that I have for you all. How do you know when you're off energetically? What are your signs when you're off? How do you know? How do you know, like, ooh, energetically, I'm a little off? How do you know? How do you know? What are your signs? What are your signs? Do you know? Do we need more theme music? Ah, you become clumsy. Okay, I love that. Mood switch. Love that. Love that. How do you know? No sleep, no sleeping well. Okay, okay. Unbalanced, but tell me what that means. Feeling overwhelmed, insomnia, uh-huh, missing parts of my routine or my home isn't clean. That's a good one. What's another one? Needing to isolate. Okay. Eating bad. Understand that. Okay. When I start listening to certain sad artists from the past, know that, Cheney, know that, Scorpio. I will feel the shift in my gut and I get sleepy. I love that. I love this. Sleepy. Headache. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I love that. I can feel like I'm moody, cranky, and I feel a little drained. Okay. Irritable, irritated, irritated. How do I know when I'm off energetically? I get lethargic, emotional in my head, overthinking, advertly responsible. Okay, okay. All right. That's good. Tired, not enough rest. Easily agitated. Mhm. Headache, bad attitude, disconnected. Mhm. Moody or overeating, frustrated. Mhm. Miss Blue, I cannot thank you enough for what you did for my family, the reading, my father bridging that connection. I support you, whatever you need. That meant the world to me. He left last night. Let's take a moment. Ashe to you, One Up Entertainment, and love to you and your family and to your father as he continues on his journey. Oh, Ashe, Ashe, blessings. Just wanted to do that. And to all of our ancestors, we'll take a moment there. Yes. Restless, black gold, impatient, negative thinking, getting mad easily, overthinking. I start forgetting regular things, lose control of my breath. Uh-huh. That's a good one. Yeah. Bad mood, distracted, can't talk straight, uh working up negative thoughts, uh-huh, avoidance techniques like overeating, tuning out to the TV and sleeping. Okay, my plants dying. Wow, powerful connections with your plants. Body aches. Mhm. Feel heavy in my chest. Mentally fatigued. I feel sleep. I'm sleepy now. You get sleepy. Trying to do too much. Know that, April. Yes, yes. Trying, feeling dizzy, like my head is feeling. Oh man, heart palpitations. My gut heats up. Mhm. Bad mood. Mm-hmm. Irritated food craving. My kids act up. Isolated. You have no clue. Oh, well, try to have a clue. Try to have a clue. I feel it tense in my shoulders. I notice changes in my house. How I treat others and myself, laziness, gut issues, start questioning myself, overeating, drained, tired. External forces affect me, my feelings. Okay, my body lets me know. I get reflections from others that are out of alignment. Wow. Revert to old low energy. Okay, okay. I would feel off, distracted, fearful, quiet, not joyful, not sleeping well, anxiety, not going to the park. Okay, okay. When I'm in my head too much, when I feel moody, short responses feel mhm, mhm, mhm. Mm. Sorry, you guys, I was on mute. Love you too. How come I can't hear that? Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes. So these are all so very, very great responses. We should know when we are feeling out of balance. I know when I'm out of balance, I don't do no readings. I don't get on social media. I don't do any of those things. When I can feel my energies a little off, um, I don't. I relax. I go do some things that is joyful, kind of stretch a little bit, maybe go for a walk a little bit, go shopping if I can, but it's when I will have a massive headache. I know because signs of having a headache, and this is just one, is when you're not listening to your intuition, and often it's a sign that we are too much in our logical brain. And so many of you guys have equated to that. But it's good for you to know when your energy is a little off. That's right. Shopping for some real therapy. Absolutely. You know, but a lot of times it just takes a couple of fresh breaths, really just to kind of make sure I'm dropping down in my body, making sure that I'm getting out, getting some sunshine, maybe going for a walk. I seen someone else said to the park, doing those things and just taking, time out from me, just really time out from me and just kind of pull away from everything. A little dark light meditation, go into a spirit quest and just kind of float a little bit, go for a swim, get in the pool, get in some water, take a nice shower. It's good to know when you are someone said can't dream. Well, that can be there. And remember, it's going to be completely different for each of us because some of the signs that you all were putting up there, it's when I'm in perfect alignment. Sometimes when I'm just getting so many downloads, I don't sleep a lot. There are certain times during the year that I may get 3 or 4 hours of sleep and I'm good. I'm good. There's other times that I need more sleep, but then there's times that I'm up, but I'm not out of balance being up. So you have to know yourself and know your energy. And if you know that, then it's so easy for you to really connect with yourself on a deeper level, on a deeper level. That's the power of me giving you these questions so that you can know, so you can absolutely know. For some people, someone wrote in the room, if they don't dream, they know that their energy is kind of out of balance. I don't know. That's not true for me, but that's true for them. Some people dream all the time. They're constantly in the dream state. I can dream with my eyes wide open and awake, you know, but everything doesn't come through a dream. Some things drop within my consciousness, other things I can feel, some things I can smell, some things I can taste. So, all of these multisensory abilities have been activated, but it's good to check in and make sure that you know when you're energetically a little off and know those signs. You see? Know those signs because you would know. Like I am true spirit says, I feel weird if I don't dream because he understands how he works energetically. How he works energetically. You got to know that. You have to know that. You understand? Is something happening with the dream realm or Neptune or something? I've been having intense, vivid, deep dreams lately. Well, actually, great question. It's actually our center of our Milky Way galaxy has been sending out signals, and so a lot of them are coming from past lives. They're also coming with information and details of things that we need to know in this particular moment. So the center of our galaxy is really sending out some powerful, powerful messages. And depending on how you get intel, your spiritual intel, if it's through dreams, your dreams are going to be very vivid, very wild, maybe strange, even maybe surreal, or you could just feel it in your energy. It could happen that way. You can get it so many different ways. Mhm. So many different ways. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Okay, so here's one, and I want us to answer this question. What's one thing that instantly shifts you into a high frequency? Do you know what it is? What is the one thing that instantly, I'm telling you, instantly will shift you into a higher frequency? We're going to hear a little bit of music. We're gonna get us some. Okay, good workout. Music, laughter, shower. Okay. Mm, Christmas morning. I love that connecting with the trees, candles, music, your kids' joyfulness. I love that. Laughter. Ooh, love that. I love to sing. Yes, love that. Okay. Okay. Powerful. Nature, music, lots of music. Okay. I love that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not going to call want on that. I'm just going to say successful manifestation. And if it doesn't happen, oh, wait a minute. Where's my. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, wrong button, you guys. Wrong button. Wrong button. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. I got to go back up. I got to go back up. Okay, so successful manifestation. Tell me that. That instantly, the one thing that instantly lifts your mood. Successful manifestation. I would love to hear more about that. Hearing music and hearing children laughter. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. I hit the wrong button, you guys. When I tapped into my Sagittarius quest, to learn and explore. Beautiful, beautiful. And dancing, absolutely. Music and singing, walking. Oh my goodness, walking, designing, just being creative. Love that. Love that, Scorpio Parker. My vision board of my grandchildren, I look at it every rising. Synchronicities, I love that. I love that. Great smells, oils, and candles, Isabella. Love that. A shower without interruption and listening to music. Absolutely, you guys. Music and meditation, babies. Ooh, love that. Music, H2O, spirit quest, laughter, learning something new. Brittany Vise, love that, love that. Music, my grandson's beautiful self, love that. Music and breathing. Wow, gratitude, my children, the elements, music, movement, and playfulness. Okay, when I know everything is working out in my favor. mm, YouTube, Instagram Shorts, Tina Turner music, coloring and drawing. So here's a challenge, and I'm going to push you a little bit here, inner alchemy. When I know everything is working out in my favor, then you know that. So that should be a constant, not a sometimes, but a constant. Is this a wind as in the future, or is this a win as in now? Bring it to now, since you know when everything is working in your favor, right? Everything. Let's bring it to now. Getting your live notification does the job. I love that. I'll try to keep it up. The music, sound, water, and hugs. Oh my goodness. Love that. Sunshine, aromatherapy is another one. Yeah, you guys are thinking about so many. I'm sure winning the mega million jackpot would do it. Hope the universe will test me. So, Nakiba, you don't have nothing else that instantly will lift your mood but that. But here's a short thing. If you will have some Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising placements, play the lottery. This a good week for it. All month of June is a good month that you may just get that blessing, not a test, but that blessing. Ms.Blue, your positive affirmations and omens have already showed up. My newest song, Meditation for the Mothers, was added to Spotify editorial list. Oh, you have to let us know what that is, Cameron. We want to hear it. I want to hear it. We want to know. No, thank you. Wow, I love that. Yes, and you guys go check those positive omens and metaphors out. Let's see, my playful children, hearing all children laughing, playing, especially babies. I like how does one manifest a home, but yet I'm out on the streets. Well, here's the beautiful thing. Be open, and I want us to have some real talk here. And sorry that you're out on the streets, but here's what I want to tell you. You can turn your situation around, but you have to get out of how it's going to happen. And I know that's difficult. And I tell you, as someone who was one blink of, away from being homeless, you have to expand your consciousness about how it's going to happen and really understand that where you are right now, listen to me really good. This is where choices, this is where decisions, and this is where you have helped put yourself. And once you can grasp that, I don't want you to focus on why. Why, Miss Blue? Why would I put myself in this situation? I don't want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on, I'm here and this is not where I want to be. So now I want to get excited about it's time to move on, because what this is telling you that it's time to move on. It's time to move on. You're ready for something different in your life. And so that's what I want you to focus on, to know that you're not a victim, but this is not the decisions and choices that you would have wanted to make for yourself. And be open to receiving that you don't care how it happens. The universe is not going to send you something traumatic. It's going to send you something very loving and kind. It knows how to have your best interest. You don't have to tell the divine how to have your best interests, but you can affirm with yourself that you are ready. You are ready to move into the next step of your life, more present, more self loving, more hold and healed, and be open to allowing those blessings to come in. You have to be ready for that, and and try to stay out of how it's going to happen. Don't care how. Just know it will. It will happen. Mhm. Just know it will happen. It will happen. Mhm. Yeah. I have. I am. And this is not where I want to be. It's time to move on, and I'm open to receive. And there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yes. Yes. So love and blessings to you. And I am sending you so much love and blessings before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And here's a testimony here. Every day before I went to sleep, I did affirmations. I told myself when I wake up tomorrow, I'm blessed with a house and with a truck. Mhm. Now, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And I want you all to really know that anything is possible. Say it with me. Anything is possible. Anything. I have seen things possible now that would have never in a million years, people would have never thought was possible. But we are living in a time collectively where anything is possible. And I want you to get out of your mind. This is for all of us. Get out of your mind. And don't try to answer the question with the step by step, because you don't care how it happens. You don't care if you're walking down the street and a stranger says, "Here," and gives you an envelope and there it is. It's a check. You can get it. You don't care if you go in a grocery store and they say, "Hey, here's a sign. We got a free house for people. All you got to do is agree to work 12 hours." You don't care how it happens. Same thing with healing. Same thing with investing in yourself. Same thing with elevating yourself. You don't care how it happens. Get out of that. Get out of how it has to happen. Get out of it and tell yourself, feel, embody anything is possible. Anything is possible. And then start getting curious. What if? What just what if, back in the day when I used to be a corporate trainer, I would get on students and say, "We're not going to play what if. because they would start asking questions. Well, what if this happens? Well, what do I do if this happens? No, we're not playing what if. But now my guides and my teachers have taught me I love what if. What if everything is working in my favor? What if my greatest good is just a couple of hours away? What if this is a blessing that I will be so grateful for in 24 hours? What if? And just allow the what if to be there. What if this is greater than you could ever imagine? Yes, Brother Lance remembers the very first online class that I taught. We did these exercises in the class. It was called Kim Biz. Holla, if you remember the very first Kim Biz class. It was the very first self invested class. I don't know, 10 years ago, 13 years ago, 15 years ago. I don't remember how long, but we taught that class. And one of the most profound questions that was asked at that time, I said, what it was called the One Kim Moment. And Kim stands for Know Your Magic. And I would tell people, you got 1 minute to answer this question. Put it together. Who were you before the world told you who you were and fucked you up? Yeah. Who were you? Who are you? Who do you know yourself to be before the world got a hold of you and messed you up in your mind? Who were you? Who are you? And I think we stayed on that lesson for about 3 weeks. If you were in that Kim moment, yes, because people was coming up with the Kim moment saying, no, 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 that's not who you are. No, you ain't no teacher. You didn't know that. No, who were you? Who were you before the world got a hold of you and jacked you up? Who were you? Hmm. Who were you? Cha 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 said, hey, Miss Blue. Last night, a turtle was at my door. And a week ago, a rabbit crossed my path while walking. This is so magical. Yes. Yeah, I had to get him like that, Scorpio. I had to get him like that. Uh-huh. Who were you? It's something to think about. We're going to move on to the next question. How we doing here? So here's the next one. If energy is your flex, how are you flexing your soul right now? How are you flexing your soul right now? Let me see what Miss Rich done said, because folks is like, oh, wow. Where your question at, Miss Rich? Rich, I'm going to come back. Miss Rich says, anything is possible. Wait a minute. Miss Rich has a profound, listen, I feel like I need to get Miss Rich on camera. Miss Rich has a profound testimony. This sister right here, listen, 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 listen. Miss Rich says anything is possible. I found Miss Blue from my car, homeless from for months in 2018. I am still here. I am not the same. Homeless brought me and my family so many things. Keep going. Miss Rich, let me tell you something. That sister right there, yes, she can bear witness. And so many people, so many people, so many people. Hart said she spoke with, oh, you must be talking to somebody in chat, Hart. Hart said she spoke with, yes, I have spoke with Brother Panic and Brother Bobby. Yes, that's me, Miss Blue. But yes, mm-hmm, yes, mm-hmm. So listen, mm-hmm. Mhm. 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 I'm looking for Miss Rich. I thought Miss Rich commented something else. Yeah. Miss Rich, yes. Uh-huh. Yes, we absolutely love you, Miss Rich. We love you. Yeah. I want you all to know. Oh, yes, I'm going to get to the question. I'm going to get to the question. Get to the question. These are questions, you guys, and I want you to know that I'm going to be coming out with something and I'm sharing it firsthand with you guys. So, here we go. Here is the next question. Yes, that's right. Let's talk about Miss Rich real quick. We got to brag on her. She has her own doula business and she is a nurse. Yes. Mhm. Oh, you taking your hair out right now. That's okay. I understand. So no camera. I'm not going to do you like that, but I love you, but I definitely would love for you to share more of your stories. And there's so many of them here. So if anyone is there now, Miss Rich will always tell you, she'll tell you she put that work in. She put that work in. She did. She put that work in. She did. Yeah. And love you, Miss Rich. So here is the question. If energy is your flex, how is your flex how can I talk? If energy is your flex, how are you flexing your soul right now? If energy is your flex, how are you flexing your soul right now? How are you flexing your soul right now? If energy is your flex, somebody say energy is your flex. Flex. How are you flexing your soul right now? How are you doing it? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. She sure did. She did let us name her business. Hey, Priestess Erica, good to see you. If energy is your flex, how are you flexing your soul? How are you flexing it? It always answer. I'm flexing my soul by choosing love. It always answer. Love that. Love that. By just being me. Absolutely. Absolutely love that. By being an inspiration. Absolutely love it. My flex is creation. I receive, perceive, and create the reality I want. Go ahead, Mingali. Flex on them. re re how come I can't re re I can't even say this word. Re- Replicating myself. Ooh, I was in another dimension on that. Y'all don't want to know what word I seen. Y'all don't want to know. Being still. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Secure in my decision and open to learning new things. Love that. By taking chances. Absolutely love that. Flowering and glow and growing. Miss Blue, just vibing in this new community. Well, we love having you here. Let me know if you are new to joining us here. Intentions. Love that. Love that. Walking with my head high, radiating true confidence formed deep within myself. Yes, Cheney. Yes, yes, yes. You get sparkles for that. Absolutely. Tremel. Staying committed to self love and expressing my truth unapologetically. Oh, I am feeling that. I just shared my strengths, hopes, and experiences with people I meet. I say every day is a good day, and I am grateful every day. I love that. Be you, I be me. Yeah, be you and I be me. I love that. I love that. I love that. Sending love and universal energy to inmates. I want to hear more about that, April. Now, when you say inmates, do you mean inmates or do you mean inmates? Inmates as in love and lock up inmates, or do you mean inmates? Just let us know. But I think that's good that you are sending love and universal energy to inmates. NBA young boy just got a pardon from the president. So it must be working, April. It must be working by doing what makes me feel good. You a Scorpio. So I'm going to push you a little bit, Scorpio Parker. When you say you flex by doing, you didn't say just what makes you feel good, but you did say by doing things that make you feel good. I'm going to leave it right there. Crystal said, I am flexing by being creative and joyful. Absolutely. I love me. My soul flex is love and creating and being me. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a flex. That's a flex. By alchemizing my soul code and seeing manifestation in 3D real flexology. I love that. I love that. Brother Lance, going within and withdrawing myself from illusions and unapologetically being me. Yes. I love that. Now, here's one to grow on listening. Ooh, that's a real flex by listening. Listening. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Maria, nourishing with good vibes. Another good flex. Yes, yes. Roberta, my flex is growth and evolution. I love that. I love that, Roberta. Razzle dazzle, Roz. Let's see. By creating a greater story. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Honoring my truth. Love that. New sub. Oh, you're a new sub. There you go. Oh, I was getting ready to say. Where April at? We're going to come up on April in a minute. Being an embodiment of love, being of service, being in gratitude, trusting and walking into the unknown with full devotion and faith and keeping my cup full. Who going to empty it though? Who emptying your cup? Welcome in, April. You got to tell us about those inmates. We want to know. We want to know. Let's go to Dominique. Energy is my flex. I am flexing it by letting myself, by allowing myself to rest, but also not getting stagnant. Now, them is some serious bars right there. She fly. I am allowing my soul to be the driver right now in my life. I ask my soul to lead me every day. I feel like my avatar is in control. All right. Janet Jackson just crossed over $100 million with her flex, with her being on tour at 59 years old. Let's get it, Janet. Let's get it. All right. Let's see. Cha cha cha. I'm new since listening to my heart is opening up. Found you on Brother Rich show and love to Brother Rich. I am so grateful, so thankful to him and Brother King Simon as well, but thankful to Brother Rich for having me on. And it was your second time listening to him. Listen, you done flexed all around the globe. I love it. Hey, Taylor. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Hopefully, not the ones in New Orleans that escaped, that everybody, they arresting everybody. Wait, what I miss? Oh, inmates that escaped from New Orleans. It was an inside job. We all know that. But we don't know because April said she'd been sending them love and blessings. We don't know that. We don't know that. D, staying stagnant. I want to hear about it because I'll have to tell y'all the backstory in a minute. Allowing my new soul and consciousness to be birthed through me. I love that. I love that. Okay. I flex by nourishing my body, my mind, my soul with all that it needs to stay healthy and thrive. I love that. Nothing like a balanced flex. I flex. My flex is letting my creativity flow through me. I have been in the garden growing vegetables. I've been honoring my truth and my standards first before anyone else narrative or standard. Clock it. There you go, attuned to chaos. I gather you've seen what I said. Let me see. Kwan said, by minding my business. I love that too. I'm stumped on this one. Well, get unstumped, Nikiba. Get unstumped. Okay. I radiate cosmic consciousness and loving myself. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all just not saying a whole bunch of good phrases. Y'all are really living this, right? Like I feel like I need to, your guides asked me to ask this question. Your guides asked me to ask y'all this question. Y'all are really living this, right? Y'all ain't just y'all just not we just not saying stuff, are we? We really living this, right? I just need to, I just need to check in because your guides is back here. They be in the peanut gallery tonight. Raymond said, I'm flexing my energy by operating in self respect and self awareness. Powerful. We love it. We love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Drexel? Drexel? I like that. I like that. Love the Shiva statue. Love that. Love that. Love that. Caleb said, I'm going to have to rewind this back by allowing my inner light to shine to others. Love that for you. Self investment is my flex. I refuse to stop pushing. Hey, you were a part of self invested? Let's go on and give it up. Once self invested, always self invested. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we get to hear it. We get to hear it. We got to pause for this one. April said, incarcerated. When I visit, they sit at the table. I write their names down and send them energy. They say they feel the tingles and have more peace in their blocks. That's what I'm talking about. I am sending you so much love, April. That is such powerful work. That is powerful. Yes. Thank you for coming back and clarifying that with us. I love that. Absolutely love that. Barbara J said, and you know what, Barbara J? Thank you. Because the other night I said Lenny Kravitz, and somebody said, Lenny, maybe you meant Maxwell. And I was kind of confused, but you clarified that for me. And it really was Lenny. It wasn't Maxwell. It was Lenny, who has the mansion, the house overseas out the country that he decorated and honored the ancestors in. And Barbara J actually pinned that on the last show. So thank you, Barbara J. And Barbara J said, deliberately practicing self love every day, all day, no days off, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You got it. You got it, Barbara. And thank you again. Thank you. I called it 50 is the new 35. Yes. And 60 is the new 45. Go, Janet. Well, I called it as well, too. Called it and living some of it. Let me see. Ms.Blue, I don't know if you remember me. My YouTube was Be Phenomenal, but I have a new phone and I have created a new tag. Well, good for you. Good for you. And I'm glad you are still here. And glad you are still here. Yeah. Glad you are still here. Be you, I be me. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Be phenomenal. Living as the goddess I am. I know that's right. By shining my soul's light. Now, did y'all answer the question I asked y'all about y'all guys? Because we got some strong flex out here. We can't take them back. We can't take it back. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just letting y'all know. Well, good. I'm as long as we know we good. We Gucci round here. We Gucci round here. We is Gucci round here. Long as we good, we good, we good. Let me see. Yes, I'm walking away from people who don't reciprocate the energy I give and not the same wavelength of growth. Okay. I love it. I love it because I live like that. I choose this any day. I know that's right. Okay, we're going to move on to the next question. I think it's safe to say that we're doing flexed by going at a sustainable pace that works for me, developing a better relationship with my body and work ethics. I love that. I love that. That's right. April doing that work for real, for real, for real, for real. Yes, the house of Lenny. Let's get it straight. Lenny Kravitz. It's in Paris, France. And next time I'm in Paris, I'm stopping by and be like, ding dong, I'm here. My flex is I have been letting go on the need to be like, speak clearly, pause more often, yes, and doing my job and flexing visionary quests. Ooh, yep, I'm living it. I love it. My big flex is creating my life as what I desire it to be. I talk to the moon and sun. I create the flow. I come from humble beginnings. Hi, y'all. That's Odell right there in the building, baby. All right. I love this. You're amazing. And a true flex is knowing that there is more work of ahead to lift ourselves within the 5D. Yes, remember 5D is a frequency. It's a vibe. It's a frequency. Okay, let's go to the next question. Don't worry, don't worry. We're making our way down. Here we go. What's one area in your life? And these are kind of like some of the other things that we've done, but I want you all to think about this. But what's one area in your life where you wish you could better manage your energy? What's one area in your life where you wish you could better manage your energy? Hi, and greetings to everyone. What's that area in your life? No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Where is it? Is this it? No. Where's it? No. Is this it? No, this is it. Yeah. Listen, that was so good. That was so good, you guys. My goodness. Um, that was good. That was good. Listen, thank you for that. Thank you. Listen, I I'm going back and I'm reading what you all uh are saying, and yeah, y'all are still saying it, and this is good. This is good because here's one of the things that I have learned in my journey and in doing this work and really helping so many, right? Is when you can acknowledge something is challenging. Like for me, I wish I could be more organized, right? I wish I can be more organized. If I could get a little bit more organized, I'd have to say another area to manage my energy is organized. And in certain areas, discipline. Discipline in certain areas, but organize and discipline is where I could use that, sometimes. Matter of fact, I'm up here for 2 hours, right? I said I was only coming on for an hour. I'm still here. That that discipline, sometimes that discipline, but it's necessary, and I consider it more for me to be disciplined than anything like that. But one of the things that I will say is once you acknowledge it, just by you acknowledging it here, it does something to your higher self. Your higher self is listening. The universe is always listening, always sending you signs and symbols. And when you do that, it allows for that to become front and center in your consciousness. It becomes front and center in your consciousness. After all these years, I get to see you. Peace, Miss Blue. Gratitude. Gratitude to you too, Jeff. But listen, it allows you to bring that front and center. You're like not going to forget that you put this out there. And just by your admission, it's going to make you more aware of this area in your life. More aware of this area in your life. Like, this is truly how it works. A lot of times we want to block things out and, oh, please don't forget your question. Okay, I won't. A lot of times we block things out and we don't want to know these things. Ooh, I don't know what y'all for discipline utilize martial arts and military boot camp. I'm not talking about that kind of discipline. No, no, no. We do a different discipline over here. A different kind of discipline, right? Um this is a different. This is more where we're more in alignment of what we're talking about. We're not talking about the traditional disciplines. We're not talking about going through trauma. That we don't do the trauma here. But the discipline is connected to disciples. I've taught this lesson and we've taught this lesson here for over 10 or 15 years about disciplines and disciples because they go hand in hand. It's just like when you go to college and you have a discipline that you're studying and you understand what that discipline is, you know? Yeah, that kind of discipline. Where you know that it is something you wanna put in your sphere, and by putting that in your sphere, it's something that you become more intentional with. So, That's what we're talking about. And I'm trying to read the chat. Y'all know I don't do good with that. Listen, I don't do good with that. I don't do good with that. But y'all understand. Uh-huh. So it's important when you can acknowledge things because that's where the change gets made. That's where the change happens. That's where the magic starts happening. Oh, thank you for this. Y'all are so beautiful. Greetings and gratitude, Ms. Blue. Saw you on Brother Rich. I saw a man wearing a crown yesterday and a little boy with a purple cake today. Oh, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you got to listen. Crowned 808 is telling you I gave out positive omens, signs, and symbols in the last show. Definitely go back and listen. I tell you what it means when you see these signs and symbols. And I am loving that so many of you guys are spotting these signs and symbols and coming back and letting me know, as well as the things that are connected with you as well. Yeah, Tremel. Yep. There you go, Tremel. I wrote my 12 disciplines and sacred truths from the other show. It's really helping me. Yes, this is what we have to do, but by acknowledging it. So I like to do some shows like this. Yes, I'll drop lessons. Yes, I'll talk about things. Yes, we can have fun on here because I'm all about having fun. I don't take myself too serious. I promise you. I do not take myself too serious. I love learning. I love growing. I love sharing. I love when we come together as a collective, as a community, because that's what it's all about. We can learn so much from one another, and we can do it in a way that is powerful, that is very honoring. And so many of you have grown up, elevated your consciousness, your frequency here with all of us here together, and we can learn from each other's stories as well. So, I want you all to take these questions, take all of these questions, ponder with them from time to time. You can even make yourself a frequency, little pool to pull from, and put these down on a piece of paper, and then just kind of pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. Just pick these things up. I have to watch the last video. I created an ad for Etsy shop, and the first image was a dad placing a crown on his head. Yes, please go watch it. And there you go, because Happy Father's Day is coming up. Yes. And you guys definitely connect as well. Please. And we would love to see that. So definitely in the comments or something, pin that. Let us see the image that you created. I'm sure it's beautiful, Raw Will. So yeah, so you guys think about that. Now I have one announcement that I'm going to make, and I was contemplating whether to make this announcement, but I'm going to make the announcement here. So, I know I told you guys about two things that's coming up. Number 1, the frequency it's not a podcast, it's actually going to be the frequency all about frequency. The new show is going to be coming up, and I already have the YouTube channel set up for it, although it's going to be streaming on devices across. And it's, if you want to find it here on YouTube, it is, and I'll give you the show name. It is called All About Frequency 369. And if you click that button, it will take you to the page All About Frequency 369. And you guys can follow that because I'm going to be dropping something there very, very soon. I'm still going to have this channel, but I'm also going to have that channel as well. So, All About Frequency 369. And if you question how to get there, if you look at the comments in my last section, I actually responded under that account, All About Frequency 369. And then the question many of you have been asking about, when am I going to launch the course? Because I'm doing an 8-week course on All About Frequency. all about frequency. It's going to start on June 10th. It's going to be, I'm not taking too many people, so the seats are limited. They're very limited. And I'm going to put the details here. If you feel called, check it out. Many of you, if you're a part of the Futuristic Activation Collective, you guys already got this introduction. By the way, shouts out to everybody a part of the Futuristic Activation Collective because we had our quarter 2 call. We just had that call yesterday, and you guys have already jumped on board as well too. And I'm so excited for us to be working together. I'm going to put the link in the chat if anyone is interested in finding out more about the All About Frequency 8-week live journey into frequency mastery. I am a certified Reiki master, but I have my own techniques of practicing energy and healing with the work that I do. We're going to be getting in. It's going to be a very live and interactive masterclass that you will be participating in with other like souls that are there as well, and just connected in such a profound way. Um, like I said, it's going to be more of an intimate kind of groups that we are getting there. But if you feel called, know that we are going to start the class. It's going to start on the 10th. You will get all of the details. Everything is listed there. I could go over and read it, but I definitely want you all to, if you feel called, to click the link to sign up. I want to say thank you. Some of you guys are signing up right now. So I want to say thank you ahead of time for signing up. And I am so looking forward. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do a lot of work when it comes to frequency and energy. And matter of fact, let me just pull up and I will read some of the description so I can give you guys here. So, we're going to be talking about frequency. Ooh, it is a master level spiritual experiences, and it's really crafted for those who are ready to elevate and activate and come into full alignment with the truth of their soul's vibration. We're going to be putting in that work, and you will learn how to work with frequency. And this is going to be a powerful, powerful shift. Now, I have developed my own system of energy healing. We will be talking about this. You will be doing live exercises on yourself and also with one another. In this 8-week course, we're going to meet for about an hour and a half, just enough time for you to get in there, do what you need to do, and for us to make some magic happening. It is going to be channeling going on, activation work. We're going to be sending energy not only to ourselves, but also to the collective. Okay. To the collective. You will also receive the soul frequency tracker. This is something I've came up for a while ago, and it's a digital journal to record shifts and breakthroughs and raising your frequency and vibration. And I am super, super excited. Thank you for that, Tiffany. And I am super excited. Like I said, for all of you guys who are signing up, I'm going to put the link there again. I don't know if I can pin it, if it will let me. But I also want you to know that you will have access to the private replays and the transmissions. Okay. Uh, you're going to listen, we're going to have a Q&A where you'll be able to tap into the Q&A. We're going to do frequency attunements. Any of you who have ever studied Reiki, we have gone through attunement. Well, you're going to get frequency attunements every single week to support you every single week. And so there is a course flow that we're going to go through in this soul system upgrade, because that's what you're going to be getting, a complete soul system upgrade. You will be going from learning how to clear your energy field of what? Code your manifestations. And you will also be able to find your voice. You'll be able to anchor your legacy. We're going to be talking about that. And there is some very ways that we're going to be doing this live together. We're going to have a lot of fun. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff planned for us. And this course is really for you. There are some things there, but I'm going to let you guys read all of that. But I am super excited and truly honored for all of you who will be partaking in this journey here for us to get together, like I said. And I will be giving out certificates, and I want to be very clear. I'm giving out certificates not because I feel you need one, but because I know you deserve one. You deserve one for the work that you're doing. You deserve one uh, for the acknowledgement. You deserve it. And that's the reason that I am going to be giving out certificates here. I'm going to give out certificates. So I want to say thank you again to everyone who's signing up. You will be getting detailed information as we get closer to the time of the class here. And yeah, I am just super excited. I'm excited for all of us. I'm going to leave the enrollment is going to stay open if anyone wants to join. Right now, you guys, I'm going to be completely honest. I am saying 8 weeks, but I feel like it's going to go a little bit more. And if anyone has been a part of the Divine Priestesshood, then they can tell you how that went. A priestess, a mentorship program that was supposed to last a whole year. I think we ended up doing 4 or 5 years, if not longer. And always one of the things with any of the classes, any of the workshops, any of you coming who are connected with me, to me, this is our community. This is our soul group, our soul family. And so I'm always going to be connected with you. And I want you to always be connected with me. If you want to know how to register, just click the link. The details are there. It's on my digital magic link. So if you're listening to this after the live show, then all you have to do after the live show is you go to the links up top. And I think I have like 6 or 7 links up tops. It's going to be there. And once you click that link in the show notes up there, you're going to see Digital Magic. It's my PayHip site, and it's on that same site. Yeah. hmm I know a lot of you are asking me for the priestess workshop or mentorship workshop. Well, you really can consider this to be the mentorship workshop. The priestesshood was a calling that spirit sort of called me to do. And I do feel the calling, but I haven't got a yes yet. But I am waiting on that yes. And when that yes comes, we will do another divine priestesshood. Um, yeah. But this is any of my classes are going to be a form of mentorship. It is going to be a form of connection. Do you know what day you plan on having the class? Yes, the class is going to be, I can give you that date. Well, no, I can't because why is my computer? Ooh, wait, I got to tell y'all something. Remind me. That just reminded me, April. Thank you for that. That reminded me. I got to tell you something. It's going to be, and I know we have people all over the world, but I want to give you some factual things. The class is going to be on a Tuesday evening. It's going to be Tuesday evening in Eastern time. It's going to be in the evening. And remember, if you're not able to catch the call live, you can also come and you'll have access to the replay. You'll have access to the replay. I'm reading you guys' comments. Y'all are too much. Yes, Priestess Donna Lee, stand up. Priestess Nadra, Priestess Erica. Where are all the priestess in the house? I know Priestess Keisha was here earlier. All of the divine priestess in the building. Priestess Melanie, Priestess Lisa, all of the divine priestess. But yes, so, I'm not going to say that the class for now is slated for 8 weeks, but it may take us longer than 8 weeks. There will be some things coming up in the first part of June. And then as we move closer to September, October, time of the year. And so we'll call it by ear to see about us meeting and continuing there. But for now, it is 8 weeks. It is 8 weeks, and you can attend anywhere from all over the world. It will be hosted on Zoom platform. It will be hosted on the Zoom platform. Yeah, but I got a lot of surprises for us, and we're going to be doing some profound and great work that I'm excited to dive into with us all together. So I wanted to put that out there. So now I'm going to open up for questions because I know that you all had some questions, and there's a couple of questions I said I would get back to. And I want to come here and get back to Inner Alchemy's question. And let's go here. Mm. Can you please send healing energy to my mom, dad, and aunt, please? Also, regarding this important move, will everything go well? What does spirit need me to know about it and the circumstances around it? I need clarity. All right. Um, so two things. Number one, I want you to hold because there's a lot of things that is undecided about this move. It's a lot of things undecided here about this move. I feel like there's going to be some sort of delay, but the delay is going to happen if it makes sense before the move. It's going to be some sort of delay. I don't know what that delay is, but I show that there's possibly some sort of delay, but 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 the move is going to happen. I want you to get out of the time frame and I want you to get out of fear. Because one of the things I can tell you, doing anything out of fear is never a good idea. To do anything that is motivated out of fear is not always a good idea. So I want you to completely find yourself and get out of fear. Get out of fear with what is happening. Get out of fear with this situation. And I want you to get into the place where you can become curious about what is going on, when you can become curious about what is happening. That's where I want. But there is going to be some delays along the way. But remember, delay doesn't mean that something is not happening. And then I also need you to be in the position where you're putting your intention up front. What is your intention for what is going to happen? What is your intention for how you want this to go? I'm not talking step by step. I'm talking about your intention for how this is going to be. Visualize yourself moving process, through this process. But all is well. This is going to work out, but the time constraints, I don't see the time constraints. I see that there is some sort of delay, some sort of delay that is happening, some sort of delay that will occur, but things will manifest themselves. If this is even what you still want to do, because there's going to be something else that enters in that could it's just going to be a game changer. Something else is going to happen that's going to be a game changer. That may be that you don't move because something else good happens. And maybe that move gets pushed back, not because of something bad, but because of something so divine and so good that happens. So there you go. That is the answer to your question. I hope you're still here. Inner Alchemy as well. Welcome to King Simon in the building. Love to you, brother, as always, too. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. By the way, I think King Simon has something coming up with Brother Shabazz in New York City. That's coming up at the end of the month. Lots of good things going on. So definitely check in, check in. Uh huh. My PB has been through the roof. What's BP? I don't know what BP is. What's BP? I don't know. Call me slow. I don't know what that is. My Oh, your blood pressure. Listen, listen. Your blood pressure has been through the roof. Is it something spiritual? Yes. It's always something spiritual, but here's some of the things that I want. This I can tell by just looking at your energy that there's some sort of integration. Allow yourself the ability to be joyful, even when it may not be joyful, even when people feel you shouldn't be joyful. But if you feel joyful, allow yourself permission to feel joyful. Anytime something is going on with the blood, it has to do with the first family. Blood issues within the bloodline, issues within the family. And so there's a part of you that wants to celebrate, that wants to enjoy things, but there is still something uh there's something else going on, and you sort of are carrying some sort of guilt, you're carrying some sort of obligation that somehow this situation requires you to hold yourself back, when in fact it is requiring you to bring more joy into the home, to bring more joy into the situation, to be more lighthearted, more free about what is happening, and not the opposite, if that is making sense to you. So, this issue of you and your blood pressure constantly raising, what are you in resistance to? What are you in resistance to? Because you have to allow yourself. Sometimes we think we can be in resistance and we can be in a sad place. We can be in a depressed state. We can be, just in a place of being different. But in your case, Roz, you are in resistance to showing how excited, how happy, how joyful you are. And you have to really give yourself permission. This goes back to self love. Give yourself permission to be joyful, to be happy, even if it seems like things around you is stating otherwise. This is one of the first things energetically. You're going to have to shift your energy, or you're going to have to do some things. And I'm sure there are some things you're avoiding. I'm sure there are some things you don't want to do, but there are other things that you may have to do to get this into a manageable state. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is you have to fall madly in love with you. And I know you've been doing this self love work. I can feel it, but I need you to really embody it. Remember, self love is a feeling. It's a feeling. And it's a feeling that's unapologetically. So it could be, and I'm going to give you this example, and it's a tough one. Let's say you got a neighbor who has something very tremendous going on with them, and they're kind of sad. You don't go be sad with your neighbor. That is not showing empathy. You bring your joyful self to the situation. You have compassion, you have love, but it doesn't require you to be sad in order to feel connected to your neighbor. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You can't do that because you're leaking energy. So, what I need you to do, and I see you're taking this in, you're already stopping, your leak is already slowing down drastically. Because if you're leaking energy, it doesn't matter. No medicine, no holistic remedy, no stretches, no exercise, no pool, whether it's Western medicine or holistic medicine, none of that is going to work if you cannot maintain energy within your physical body. So I want you to take this to heart that you don't drop your energy. That's not a sign of connection, of love. Yes, we can sympathize with other people. We can. But the best thing you can offer to these situations, sometimes that pull at your heart, is for you to maintain your true, authentic vibe. And also know that everything is going to work itself out. That souls on this planet are so divinely powerful and intelligent. Souls come back to experience different things. And sometimes it's tough to watch from the outside when it's someone we love and we care about and we see them going through a very hard time. The best thing you can send to them, especially if it's a child, a mother, or a father, or a sibling, the best thing you can do for them is to see them well. This is why you guys know when you guys hit me up and you're saying, Miss Blue, can you send some love and light? Can you pray for me? Can you do this? And I tell you, I see you well. Because that's the best thing I can send you that energy. I see you well. And I see you well. But what I'm also telling you, this isn't something to play with. Don't get caught in a trap if you are not able to manage this, and don't start locking yourself into what you're not going to do and what you're going to do. Stay open because your body is teaching you things about yourself, about your world that you're creating, and about what you came here to be, to do, and evolve into. It's teaching you. So, this is what's happening. Your body is attempting to recalibrate itself. You have to bring more love in your life. You have to bring more joy in. And you're doing a great job of doing that, but I need you to embody it, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what's happening with others. Loving someone doesn't require for you to be in an altered state just to love them. That's not love for anyone. In fact, you will see how it will assist them by you being your true, authentic self and experiencing the love and joy that you're feeling because everything is divine. Everything is divine. Yeah. So, sending you so much love. So much love. Yeah. So much love. Yeah. Mhm. 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 All right. I think I had another question. Let me go back. Somebody asked something. All right. Cordy, did I say your name right? How would I know if my deceased sister is pleased with me or how can I receive guidance as I help her son navigate young adulthood? First of all, sending you so much love. And of course, your sister is pleased with you. Of course, she is pleased with you. In fact, this is something she wanted. She's telling me, Miss Blue, my sister, no, I wanted her to be a part of my son's life and to be able to tell him stories. She's showing me how you were just telling some stories to her son about her. But yes, yes, you can help her son by being your authentic self. And of course, she's pleased with you. She's very pleased with you. She's even pleased with you when you have to give what some would call tough love, but it's not really tough love. You're allowing her son, who is navigating something so unthinkable, right? So unthinkable. The opportunity for him to live and for him to express himself and giving him guidance and really sharing things with him that you know his mother, who loves him, is sharing with him, as well as you, who love him as well, is sharing with him. And also letting him know, listen, here is some things for you to do. Know that your sister will speak to you, but you got to get out of your mind. And she likes to speak to you when you're in the car. For some reason, when you're in the car, she likes to talk to you. This is when she's talking to you. She said, when you're in the car and when you're in the kitchen, when you're cooking and when you're in the car, she loves to talk to you. She's always around you. She's around your son, all of these things. It's interesting enough because she is showing me some papers. So I don't know if you have something coming up, if there's uh something coming up. I don't know if there's I don't know. It's kind of giving graduation, some sort of celebration. But she's acknowledging that she sees this, she's around this sort of energy, some things going up, and she has sort of this, it's interesting enough, some sort of certificate, some sort of graduation. So either you are about to embark on something, her son is about to embark on something, just finishing up something, but she's holding up this paper. She is over the moon with joy and love. And she is so sorry that she had to leave. But her time here was done. Was done. Oh, okay. Well, she is with you all the way. She is supporting you because she's saying, holding this paper up for her sister. And she's smiling and she's so excited. She doesn't want anything to deter you from one of your biggest dreams. But your sister loves you. She loves her son. She loves the whole family. By the way, she's holding a birthday cake. So someone has a birthday coming up sometime soon. She wants you to know she's going to be at the birthday celebration. She says, save her a piece of cake because she gonna be there. She's going to be there. Someone's planning something, some sort of celebration. She's definitely going to be there. She's going to be there. But talk to your sister when you're in the kitchen. Talk to her when you're in the car. Talk to her because she can hear you and you will be able to hear her. And you know that she is there with you. She is there with you. And please let her son know it's a rough patch for him during this particular time. But she is there. She is there with him a step of the way. Interesting enough, um, uh, mm, mm, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. Um, there is a symbol and it almost looks like a person with wings. I can't think of the name. It's like an archangel. And your sister wants you to buy that necklace for her son. I wish I knew. I've seen this symbol before, but I'm trying to think of who I seen with this symbol, but it's a person. I can't really draw, but let me see if I can draw it. If I think of the name, I'll come back on the show, but it's like a man and he has wings. It's an archangel. It's a picture of a man. Yeah. It's it's yes, like it's an angel with wings. It's an angel with wings. It's I don't know if it's just connected with the Catholic Church, but it's like the archangel Michael. That's what your sister is saying. Buy that necklace. Give it to her son. She wants you to bless it, pray over it, give it to her son. Give him that necklace. It's going to bring him so much comfort in his journey of feeling that very close to his mother. And by the way, she kisses him every single night. She loves him. She loves him. If he feels something on his back, that's her rubbing him on his back and being beside him every day, every day. Mhm. Mhm. And tell him when he wakes up in the middle of the night, and sometimes he wakes up around 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, that's because his mother is nearby, just loving on him, and she will forever be his guardian angel. Yeah, yeah. So blessings and ashe and amen to you and the family. So there you go. And remember that next birthday, your sister is going to be present. But she can hear you guys. She sees everything that's going on. She says, even to tell you that she even heard you yelling the other night. I don't know who you was yelling at, but she said, I even heard you yelling. And she was cracking up laughing, cracking up laughing. Yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I want to go to King Simon, but I'm going to answer this. Do you see the synchronicities, synchronized frequencies with the calendar? Um, I would say yes. I do see it with the calendars. If you're asking me, do I see the synchronicities within the calendars of how things are in alignment? Oh, you was I gotta go back. You was yelling at him? Well, she told me, she said, yeah. She said, I seen it and was cracking up laughing. So she loves it. And she knows you're doing an amazing job. She is not upset at all. She loves it. Every bit of it needed. She loves it. Yes. There you go. I love it. I love it. Such a beautiful soul. So I do see the synchronicities in the calendars. If you're talking about the alignments and old calendars versus the new calendars, remember infused into whether you're doing the Gregorian calendar or whether you're doing the let me go to where's King Simon? He had a question for me. I got to get his question. Ooh, y'all did all of this? I know you lying. King Simon, where your question at? How come I don't see it? But if you're asking me about the calendars and the synchronicities with the calendars, remember we also impact the calendars based on our frequencies and the consciousness on the planet. And so there is a connection between the calendars. And yes, I do see that. And there is a way that you can line those calendar dates up. But one thing that the calendars cannot account for, whether it's the Mayans calendar, whether it's the Egyptian calendar, whether it's the Gregorian calendar, or whether it's the calendar we're currently using now, or any of the ancient calendars, is our own frequency and energy, because it's forever growing, it's forever expanding, just like dark matter in space, right? Which is a representation of untapped consciousness. It means we have no limits and no bounds. And so we are impacting the calendar so much. And one of the things I want to tell you is yes, Facebook memories do show synchronicities with the calendar. You can even go back and you can listen to the archive shows from the remix, and you will see how far ahead we are with the calendar. So we all have an agreement with the calendar, but in a different kind of way. So hopefully that answers your question. I want to get to this question from King Simon. Peace, Miss Blue. Another spiritual person told me there is dark energy in the house I am renting. What do you think and feel about that? Well, just off the rip, I hope they told you how to get rid of the dark energy or what it is. And the other thing I want you to understand is dark energy can exist. And I'll tell you how I see dark energy. If someone comes in the house, I don't particularly read it this way, but I will share it with you. And that person is sad and depressed. Your physical, energetic body leaves a blueprint. And I want you all to think about like this. This is why when a person is missing and they use a dog to smell, they say the dog is smelling the scent of the person. And I think that's partial true. But the dog is also reading that person's energetic aura. And your aura is still alive. When you're at work, and let's say you're at work and you leave, someone who reads energy can tell where you were at work. And I could literally tell you what you did at work, where you went, how you moved, and everything from your energy of being able, because your template is still there. Your template still resides in that space. It doesn't go away. A living template energy stays in that space. It does. Stay with me. Stay with me. I don't want to go to place. Uh, so for someone to pick up dark energy, that means everything and nothing. And I'll tell you why. Now, I'll tell you why in a minute it means everything and nothing. Because depending on what they were reading from that person and how they translate that energy to be dark, it could mean that. It could mean something that person could be dealing with something. The person that is renting the house, maybe they're going through some financial troubles. Maybe they're dealing with some sort of illness. Maybe they had an argument with someone in their life. Maybe something happened. Now, if they're speaking dark as some sort of entity or some sort of energy that is there, I say, what do you pick up in that house? Because you're intuitive too, King Simon. What do you pick up? Now, what do I think about it? Because you're asking me, I'm sharing my thoughts. But other than that, I don't have a thought about it. But if I were to read the energy of a sacred space where you are, and I were to pick up some sort of energy in there, then I would let you know, what do you want to do about it? Are you concerned about the person that's in the house? Are you concerned about what's going on in that particular house? Because dark energy can exist for many different reasons that are happening. But if it's something dark, as in something quote unquote evil as something being not good, then you would have already picked it up yourself first. You would have picked up that energy first, you know? If it's something like a spirit or some sort of haunting or some sort of ghost, which we don't have too many of them on the planet anymore. We don't have too many ghosts. Most people have raised their consciousness enough to leave. Now, back in the 80s, even 70s, we used to see older movies, and I used to hear my parents and them talk about it. Very few souls are ghosts. Most souls are, when they do leave, they ready to leave. I feel safe. The owner's son transitioned out of here in Georgia, and he may still come to the house. And I knew him since I was a child. Then stay with that. Stay with that. Hmm. Hmm. Stay with that. You feel safe, that's fine. Because what is he going to do to you? He ain't going to do nothing. But sometimes, and I'll just say this. For me, when I'm reading energy, remember energy is energy. But we all like the boogeyman. We want to be scared shitless. And we think that when somebody die, a spiritual person said that they felt drained when they came there. And that could be for a lot of reasons. Because if someone in that house needs your energy, then their energy is going to leave their body. This is something that I teach. So if someone in that house is sick, if someone in that house is ill, right? Or if someone in that house is going through something emotional, maybe struggling with something, maybe challenged with something, and they come in that house, and I come in that house, my energy is going to leave me and it's going to go to whoever needs it. Now, the problem comes when I try to stop it. Oh, no, you ain't taking my energy. Well, it's not mine's. I use universal energy. That person may very well feel drained when they come in that house, but it could be for a lot of reasons. You understand? It doesn't mean because you're the one living there. If you're not feeling drained, if you're not feeling safe, if you're not feeling a certain way, then I say bet on yourself. And let me tell you why I say that. Because mm, my guides are telling me, you're saying too much, Ms. Blue. You saying too much. And believe you me, it's some amazing readers out here. And this is no shade on another reader or anyone. I don't do that kind of work. And I don't work behind someone else. I can tell you if you want me to look at your house and tell you what I pick up from the energy in the house, I can do that for you. Um, if you want. But I would say to you, King Simon, if you feel safe and you feel at peace, then that's who the house is for. It's for you. You feel safe, you feel at peace. That's what I want you to I want you to honor that, because immediately nothing jumped out to me that would have been alarming. Nothing jumped out that would have been over the top. Now, I will tell you that you probably could do some feng shui up in there. Uh, and maybe they felt overwhelmed because it's a lot of energy going over there. Oh, okay. And especially, see, I don't give people a reading who don't ask me. Why? What is the reason to give somebody a reading that didn't ask you? Yeah, I don't do that. And I don't teach that. I don't do that. But I think that here's some of the things they could have felt. There is some portals in that house, no negative portals. I can tell you this. There is some portals in that house, and it's a lot of frequency that comes in that house. I could imagine that you have channeled a lot of things in that house. You have come to a lot of revelation in that house. That house is where you could probably have possibly did some of your writing, some of your work in that house, and that house holds a strong essence of you, right? You can also do this, King Simon. You can speak to the spirit of your house. And you can do that. You can just sit down and you can just tell the house spirit. If you want to sit on the floor, you can do that. They love that. When you can open the door and close it and come back in and tell the house spirit you would like to have a talk with it, and really just tell the house that, hey, I just want to get in sync with you. Just want to check in with you. I want to thank you for keeping everything safe here, keeping everything in a high vibration, and just do that. But I'm telling you, I'm just going to say it. It's a lot of people out here that they're feeling their own reflection. They're not reading they're not reading energy. They're trying to read people, and that can change on an instant. That's not authentic. That's not real. And it's just putting more fear into the world for no reason. Even if there was spirits walking around in your house, so what are they going to do? If your ancestors, if your uncles, if your neighbors wanted to come get your ass, they'd have been got us. Right? And I have done some work in the house and I teach from here. So it hears my voice and I pray for the energy. So there you go. Don't worry about it. They might have been picking up on themselves, or the house might have been communicate. Maybe the house energy, the spirit didn't feel comfortable with them. Yeah, that's it. We want to find, listen, we live on a planet where most of the world thinks things are too good to be true, but if they're bad, they're absolutely correct. That's where we live. Mhm. We live on a planet where we love to be in fear. We look for reasons. I tell people good things, they run. People tell them scary shit to scare the shit out of them. Oh, they love it. They love it. They love the drama. They love the darkness. They want to be in the darkness. Everything is more powerful than you. And that's just not true. That's not true. You feel at peace there. You teach from that house. Then that's what I want you to take within your spirit. And just remember, everything is not from everybody. It's not. Maybe a ley line got woken in them when they walked into that house and they felt that. And it was something they haven't felt before. You've been doing a lot of spiritual work, King Simon. Yeah. You've been doing a lot of work, a lot of work in that space. So I want you to trust that. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, King. But there you go, King Simon. I just had to get you. I had to get you. So there you go. That's it. And it just could have been a misread. Sometimes everything is not 100. So it could have been a misread. You could have been feeling some kind of way before they came over. They could have picked up on that. Maybe the house. The house is kind of like a pet. You know how you have a dog? You'd be like, here come them damn people again, and dogs start barking. Could have been something like that. Simple. Could have been. All right. My relationship has been affected by the fact that I failed my driver's test several times already. What spirit has told me is there's a spiritual a spiritual lesson. It is a spiritual lesson. It ain't time for you to drive yet. It ain't time for you to get behind the wheel and drive. You're busy driving your own life. That's the spiritual rest lesson. You don't need the responsibility right now of a car. You're driving your life. And I don't think your relationship is affected by that. If your relationship is affected, well, I digress. I digress. Your relationship could be affected by that, but it shouldn't be anything negative, right? Just trust in the timing. Your spiritual lesson is that it's not time for you to get in the seat of someone else's car. Mhm. Because you're driving your life. You're driving Abdullah's life. You're driving your life. So it's not time for you to hop out and get in somebody else's car and to drive, you know? Hmm. That's what it's telling you. Hmm. Hmm. So I want you to see that. Listen, we're almost at 3 hours. I tell you, y'all, this is why I need discipline. I need discipline. So when I say I'm only going to be here an hour, I am only here an hour because here we are almost at 3 hours, almost at 3 hours. Now, here's something I want to say to you guys. Get in the all about frequency class so you can learn how to tap in, read energy, read your energy, connect with energy and frequency yourself so you can learn how to do that. You know? Thank you, Raymond. You should have said that. You should have said that. You should have came right up front and said, "Hey, Miss Blue, what you doing? What you doing, Miss Blue?" You should have said that for me. So there you go. That's what I want you all to do. Mhm. So, Abdul, know that it's just not time. You will pass when the time is right. Take a pause for a little bit. Enjoy studying more about the responsibilities of driving in a car and where you are in your life because you do a great job of maneuvering and doing all kinds of things. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, three the words. Please understand that your presence is truly appreciated and your 3 hours is needed. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Said like a champ. I love that. Except for I've been doing this night after night for the last couple, couple of days. A couple of days. Yeah. Well, I am I helping you through your graveyard shift. Oh, you didn't say you was at the graveyard. You said you had a graveyard shift. Okay, that is a little different. That's a little different. So there you go. And yes, thank you to Lola Falana. I want to say thank you to everybody signing up for the course as well. Thank you for everyone signing up for the course as well. And thank you all for being here. By the way, you're going to want to follow me on all socials. Hint, hint, we may have to go to the club tomorrow. Why I smell rain just now by looking at you. I don't know. I don't know. But rain smells good. Doesn't rain smell good? My rain smell good. I don't think it's raining here, not yet. Nah, we ain't got no rain, not yet. No rain here, but maybe it's about to rain. Let's see. I don't know, Brother Lance. You have to tell me. Corey said, I don't know if you addressed this, but I am struggling with handling people in my life. How do I engage them or do I? I used to want to be supportive, but now it's too much. Um, well, if you feel like it's too much for you to support them, then it means that you have helped them as much as you can, and it's time for them to continue on their journey. That's it. That's it. And it's also time for you to return to yourself. Help yourself. Yeah, help yourself. They're just letting you know that maybe it's time for somebody else to help them, you know? That's it. That's it. Sometimes we overstay our welcome on help, right? Sometimes what we think is help is not actually help for others. So think about that. Her skin is on point and moisturized. That may be why. You know what, Nakiba? I'm gonna get you, Nakiba. I didn't even realize I was trying to click on Roz. Roz said because Miss Blue reigns supreme. Period, Pooh. Period. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, you guys want the link to the frequency show, the frequency show? Yes, she drips fire and she drips fire is coming. Let me give it to you. It is oops, I hit the wrong button. My bad. Let me see if I can give it to you. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. How many of you guys are gonna sign up? How many of you guys are signing up? Um, hold on, hold on. I'm getting something for y'all. I'm getting something. If I if I can do it, let me see. 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 Ooh, y'all put y'all answers in. I'm looking at here it is. This is it. Oh, hmm? Wait a minute. Okay. There it is. There it is. All about frequency 369. That's it. You guys will be able to see that there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Who said let me link it now? Yeah, link it now. Link it if you guys get it. Lola, did you put it in, Lola? You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Jay Noel. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so you guys got it. All right, wonderful. Wonderful. That is to the new YouTube channel. Does Spirit have any message for me at this time? Do me a favor because we're on here, you guys let me know what area of your life. Yes, I can just, stroll around and just pull up some stuff. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I do want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Tasha. Thank you to everyone for the super chat donations. Thank you to every single one of you. Thank you all. You can star important comments so you remember to discuss them during the show. Oh, I didn't know that. I need to, okay. That's how that works. Okay, I'm learning. In your career, hmm. Hmm. Wow. Wow. You're calling it a career. And I don't mean that to be facetious. I just feel like you're in a transitional place where you're going to be starting to do something different, something more in alignment with you. Um, Interesting enough, hands come up. I'm not sure what you do, uh, but hands are coming up in here. And one of the things that spirits want you to do is that, I'm looking at your energy and reading your energy, and you really have a lot of golden light. And whenever I see someone with a heavy gold light, it's not going to be a podcast. It will be a podcast after, but it's really going to be a show. It's not going to be a podcast. But um let me stay focused. I can't read y'all chat. But I feel like you're going to be doing something where you're working more independently of yourself. Um And whenever I see that goal, a lot of that goal light, it tells me two things. Number one, you deal with abandoned issues of being abandoned in your life, um, abandonment issues, and as well as you are a entrepreneur, which means that you work well in an environment that is for you. That is for you, an environment that is connected with you and that is with you. You work very, very well in those environments. Definitely moving towards something more independent. If you're not already in the holistic field, definitely more independent in your workings that you're doing, and also possibly seeing that you might be taking some sort of getting some sort of skill, some sort of certification to work. You're a nurse. I see you moving more into more independent, more holistic kind of work. And you feel your calling coming online for you more. So I would have you explore things like explore more of energy healing and look into those different modalities because you're in a transitional period where you're looking to do something more independent, even if it is some form of you working with those who are making their transition or those that are being birthed, because I see you kind of standing at the gateway of the entrance to this earth and sort of being like the goddess Nephis, helping people who either come from the sky world into this world, or those that are coming from the underground world or coming from this world going into the underground world. But you really have that ability to really kind of nurture and walk people through different processes. So you're stepping more into a teacher mode and learning mode. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I love that for you. But I see you doing some things with your hands and a little bit more holistic. I love that. Anesthesiologist, and I'm wanting to go back to school for this. That's it. That's the life and the death. Because listen, yeah, you stand at them crossroads. I would definitely, if I had to go under, I would definitely want you to be my anesthesiologist because you would definitely know whether that person's going to go into that underworld and come back, or if they were going to come into this world and not and leave. So this is perfect. Let this be confirmation for you. But I really feel like you're going to be doing something where everybody's going to want you to be their anesthesiologist. And people don't even want to know that, but they're going to want to pick you. You're going to be like that favorite anesthesiologist that people are going to say, if I got to go back, it's her. I need Earth to bring me because you stand at that crossroads. Listen, I got the chills. You stand at that crossroad for real. So use your psychic abilities when you're there, even when you're at work now and all of those different things that are happening, but that would be divine for you because your energy just really, you are that goddess to really safely guide people back to earth and safely guide them into the underworld. That's powerful. Mhm. I love that. I love that. Let me go to Scorpio Parker. Do my ancestors know that I'm breaking spiritual bonds by facing truth and healing? They sure do. They sure do. It's not required, but they sure do. They do. They know you doing it. And they're excited that matter of fact, matter of fact, your grandmother, this looks like your grandmother. Interesting enough, it looks like your grandmother on your mother's side because she's kind of standing behind you. This looks like your grandmother on your mother's side. Yeah, they know. They learning from you. They're actually learning from you, from the work that you're doing. Mhm. Mhm. They know. They see the work that you're doing. But one of the things I want you to know that just because our ancestors pass on to the other side, like it's still their choice whether or not they want to evolve their consciousness. We are free agents. We are independent souls. Nobody has is forced to evolve. And that doesn't determine whether you come back here. No one's forcing you to come back here, whether you good, bad, or indifferent. Earth is a choice. You decided you wanted to come here and you came. And you could go and explore any place in the galaxy you want. And souls don't have to do work when they're here. Some souls choose not to do their inner work. Some souls choose not. And yes, that's your granny. Yes, your granny is so proud. She jumping up and down. Listen, you can't tell her nothing. Now she is benefiting because she has chosen to expand her consciousness and awareness. But but they all can see and they are truly honored and they're grateful for all the work that you're doing. They really are. They really are. Mhm. They are. They are. They see you. They see all your work. I'm gonna keep messing with you, Parker. They see all your work, Parker. Yeah, they proud of you. They real proud of you. But no, on a serious note, they can see and they see how you're getting out of some of these ruts. The best thing we can do for our bloodline is to be our true, authentic self, live that truth. And yeah, that's the best that we can do. You have opened up new bloodlines, new pathways to others in your bloodline. And see, yep, she was your biggest supporter. She even showed up here and she even let me know, hey, Miss Blue, I don't normally do this, but I had to show up for my grandson. Had to show up for my grandson. So let that be sort of that. So for your grandma, yeah. I wish my grandma would pop out. I miss her. She already done popped out, Nakiba. She done popped out. You're so welcome, Scorpio Parker. Love the name, by the way. Mhm. Listen, I'm going to get out of here. I love you all so much. This has been so much fun. And I want you guys to leave me some comments. I know I talked a whole lot. We talked about a lot. I kind of rambled a little bit, but sometimes it's good to ramble, you know? I got to get to answering some of these Oracle files, get ready for sessions tomorrow. But one of the things I want to leave you with, remember, frequency is the new flex. That's the new flex. And I want us to get to the point where we trust our frequency beyond anything, beyond me, beyond anything, anyone in the world. We have to. Doing this soul work sometimes puts us in different positions where you step outside the norm. And unfortunately, and fortunately, Many of us, if you're listening to me, you are stepping outside the norm of even when it comes to other groups and other spiritual people, because a lot of people are rooted in fear. And I want us to rise above it, rise above that fear, and know that there is nothing more stronger, there is nothing more powerful in your life than you. You are the most powerful thing that is existing in your universe. And you can speak things into being, you can take action into things that are being. You can stay open, right? To receive all the goodness, the love, and support that the universe has to offer you, and the power, because you have the power to change your reality at any given moment. And you guys go through, especially if you're new, listen to the archives, because I have so many shows, so many years and years and years. And some of it is on iTunes, iHeartRadio, all over the place, right? But listen, go through the archives, especially these last couple of shows, because they really, really are going to put you in alignment for not just what is here, but what you are building to come, to come. And I love you all so much. I am Miss Blue, the Soulful Oracle. You guys have an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you in the All About Frequency class. That's going to be starting on June 10th. If you feel called, you need to come. Seats are limited. So definitely, we normally always sell out over here. That's just the fact. So I'm just telling you, but I am going to leave it open for you guys for a while. And if you have any questions about anything, please just let me know. Shoot me an email at questionforblue@gmail.com. You can find all my links above if you go, I think it's the About section here. I want to say thank you for everyone for the super chat donations. It really helps this show keep going. I am a one girl show. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm just an Oracle girl over here. But it does help. It helps, so that we can keep putting this work out, pass the show on. Your comment helps. Your like helps. They tend to try to want to, these shows doing that real work. They don't want to lift a sister up. So I want to say thank you to everyone. King Simon, thank you for having me on his show, his platform. Thank you also for, yes, the link is in the bio somewhere, Cash App, all of that. But thank you for also to Brother Rich for having me on, King Knowledge Born Ali. And just recently, I was on the sister Dr. Alicia's show, Coach Alicia. I was on her show, had a chance to meet with her and another sister, and we were speaking about the movie Sinners, which I haven't seen, but I did get some clips and I was able to share some insight. So just know that all of that, and have a few more invites coming up. So you guys stay connected. I'll let you know where I'll be in these cosmic streets and physical streets as things progress and continue. So love you all. Have an amazing, wonderful rest of the morning, night, afternoon, whenever you're listening. And this week, for those who are part of the futuristic activation, definitely go listen, because the futuristic energetic report is out. And baby, you want to tap into that. Tap into that. Is there any particular reason why I haven't seen the movie? No, no particular reason. None. But I will. I am going to see it. Yes, brother Lance, you need all my notifications. Yes, and where were you at? We had class yesterday. Check your email. Check your email, brother Lance. Check your email. But I love you all. I love you so much. Peace and love. Ciao. Peace and love, soul family. Peace and love. Do we want to hear some music when we get out of here? Do we want to hear a little bit of? We want to hear a little. No, low key, I got a song for us. Let's listen to this. Yeah. This is the vibe.